Hey guys, welcome back to another Lower League to Legend. Sorry, it has been so long. I've now moved into my new place, so I don't know if you can hear the echo. It is pretty bad, so I'm going to need to fix that over the next few weeks. So you'll just need to bear with me. The audio might not be its best. I don't know how badly you can hear it, but just wandering around and even talking to people, like when I'm in here, the echo is really bad. So I'm going to need to do something. Maybe put some things on the walls. Anyway, enough getting sidetracked. Let's just get stuck into today's episode. Today's episode, we'll have a wee roundup of the squad, the players that we've brought in, players that we've sold, and we'll also play the first game of the league season, which I believe is against Bologna. We have played a couple of Europa Conference League games, just qualifiers, because I wanted to show you the first league game in this episode, so we have skipped quite a bit, but we'll just look at the transfers first, I believe. So this is the players that we've sold. We'll just go by the amount that they've went for. So Nicolas Gonzalez has went to Man United for 50 million. I would have liked to have kept him, but he wanted to leave, so he's away. Felix Gayan is away to Saint Etienne for 14.5 million. Again, I maybe would have liked to kept him, but he wanted to leave, so away he went. Then Castroval was away to Hoffenheim for 5 million, and a couple of the other players that we wanted. No one else of note, I believe. But these are the players that were brought in. This chap, I believe, was already coming in. I don't believe I've signed this guy, but I think he was already prearranged. And next, so our first signing that I can actually remember is Aaron. Let's just call this guy Aaron, because let's face it, my Scottish tongue is not going to phrase that properly. He has come in for free from Leicester. Surprising that I've managed to get him on a free. He is a 23-year-old Italian, 4-star current ability, 4.5-star potential, and since he's moved to us, he's just been getting better and better. He has played a few friendlies in that, and he's played pretty well. Scored a couple of goals. Very happy with him. Next, we've got a reunion with Vinicius Tobias from the Barton, 15.75 million. We know what he can do. I think he's a cracking signing. Not the best defensively, but going forward, I think he's really good. And we might have probably paid far too much for him, but I believe that he'll be able to roam up and down that right hand side, and create some chances for us. Next is Mateus Fernandes from Man United, 30 million, could rise to 36. He is a centre mid. It just looks like a decent player, to be completely honest. For some strange reason, he went to Man United, but never actually got a chance. He only played once, but I think he's a really good player, good signing. He might not be first choice, I don't know yet, but he can do a job, and I'm really happy with that. Next is Nascimento. I think that's how you pronounce him. He's come in for 7.5 million. He is a striker, 24-year-old Brazilian, 3-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. He looks like a decent player. He's not going to set the world alight, I don't believe, but you never know. I kind of wanted depth because we had sold a couple of our strikers, so I wanted depth up front, and I believe he would be good at that. Next is Arsen Zakharyan from Dynamo Moscow, 21 million. He can play anywhere along the midfield and behind the striker, so I'm pretty pleased with him. He'll be playing probably on the left or the right hand side, probably primarily on the left, but pretty happy that we've got him. Decent winger, can play in multiple positions. Next is Castillo Lukba from Lazio, 15 million. He looks as if he could be a really good player for us. He can play left back or centre back. He's 6 foot. He's got quite good strength, and it just looks like an overall all-round good defender. He played at Lazio last season, for the last couple of seasons, so he knows the league, which is always good. So happy with the brought him in. Next is Mohamed Salisu from Arsenal. I do like this player. I bought him in last year's game, and again I bought him in this year's game. 35 million, and just look at his stats. He looks absolutely phenomenal. 4-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. I think he can do an awesome job for us and be that solid piece at the back. Next, we signed Erakovic. Let's go with that. He is a centre half, 27-year-old from Red Star, I believe we signed him from. 3.5-star potential and current ability. He looks like an overall good backup, and that's what he's probably primarily going to do for us. So I'm really happy that we've got them in. We do have a bit of a problem because we don't have a space to register Salisu. Yeah, so we need to get rid of one of the non-EU players before we can bring these two into the squad. I didn't know that. That was a mishap from us, so that could hamper us because they two are our best centre-halves. So Lukaby's probably going to need to start this game at centre-back. But this is the team that we've been playing. Everybody's been playing pretty decent. Pretty happy with everyone. This is the schedule. So we drew 3 each with Porto. We've then won every game that we've played. We got by Copper in the Conference League qualifying round. And we've been drawn against FC Honka, who last year were Rangers. We beat in the Conference League. So we're 5-2 up. We won't see the second leg in today's episode. We're just going to do Bologna. So we'll hopefully get through there, and we'll probably jump forwards round about here so we can see the next round. But that's about it. So I think we'll just jump ahead to the match. And this is the team that we're going to send out for the game. We've got Rizzo in goals, Tobias, Quarta, Lukba, Goendo at the back. So we've got Aaron, Mandragora and Oskan in the midfield, Zakarian and Kunha, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and Nascimento up front. Right, so as it says, sorry again for the what's happened to my I don't know what happened to my in-game tablet there, because I should have 6 squares. Do I need to go into my preferences? Is that that's it. That's a better. Fiorentina, Bologna, latest scores, league table, that's it. All good. Right, so yeah, sorry again for the audio. Again, I don't know if you guys can hear it while I'm recording this because I've got earbuds in, listening to music. But I'm hoping you don't, because it is really, really bad. If it's as bad as I think it is, I might need to give it another couple of days or so until I can try and figure out how to fix it, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't like listening to YouTubers with a bad echo, so I wouldn't want to put out a video like that. But we're 1-0 up, and it was Matthias Cunha that scored that goal. So that's the first goal under our management in the Fiorentina colours. Really like the Fiorentina colours, actually. It's a team I've always kind of had a soft spot for. But I'm going to try my best to try and pronounce these guys' names properly. I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not the best at pronunciation, so hopefully I'll be able to get them all down rather sharpish. But they're in behind, and Rizzo pulls off a good save. I've not actually played this since the last day that the last video came out, I believe. So quite a long time for me. As I says, I have moved house, so hopefully we can get back into a rhythm, permitting that the audio is actually decent. But I think we've just got a penalty here. And we do. I believe that's the first VAR check in the league. I don't believe we had it in Scotland. Tobias to take, and as usual, Tobias continue his bad streak of penalties. I don't know why he's taking it. I might need to change that. So Tobias into, what's his name again? Nascimento. Nascimento. Let's just call him Nascimento, or let's just call him Matthew. I don't know, but Zachariah has just put his 2-0 up. That was a good pass, a good cross to the back post, and it was a really nice header. So half time, 2-0 up, looking pretty comfortable. I also don't know why all the badges have changed. That was an old skin that an old badge pack that I had many years ago. I don't know how that's managed to work its way back in, but Kuna's in again and he scores again. That's his 5th of the season. He could be one of our best players this season, and that goal sends us top of the league. I doubt we're going to stay there. As I says in a previous episode, I believe I'm focusing on top 4. I believe we should be getting, or not top 4, sorry, top 6. So I want at least 6th or higher. I want us to be challenging for the Europa League spots. But let's make some subs. Pardon me. So do you and Giovanni Simeone. Despodov can come on for Zachariah. Let's go. But I would say this could be a really good. I would really like to take a clean sheet. I was pleased to tell me I've not jinxed it. I did. I was just about to say this could be a really comfortable 3-0 victory with a nice clean sheet to start the season, but I opened my mouth too early and they ended up scoring a free kick. But we've got the ball. Can we make it 4? And Kuna does. Hat trick for him. He's going to be the star player this season, I believe. Definitely. He was wanted by people, and I do believe we've got a price agreed for him if somebody comes in for him, but I'm hoping nobody does, because as you can see, he's a really good player with that hat-trick he's just scored. But that 4-1-1 puts us straight to the top of the league. No major defeats in the first, maybe AC Milan and Roma, but another 37 games to go. So next episode, I think what we're going to do is we're going to come back for Atalanta and Sassuolo. We'll come round about here anyway. We probably have a Europa Conference League game in here somewhere, so we'll see who we get, and then we'll come back round about here for the next episode. So again, sorry for the lack of content lately. Sorry for the audio if you guys can hear it. If it is really bad when I'm editing this video, then there won't be a lot of videos like consistently until I get it fixed. Because as I say, if I don't like listening to it, I wouldn't want to produce a video for other people to watch and listen to with the echo in it. But I'll leave this episode here. If probably a wee bit of a shorter one. If you liked it in any way though, please leave a like down below. It really helps the channel. Please, if you would like to see more Football Manager 23 content on the channel, please subscribe, turn your notifications on, and thank you very much for watching.